Music is an integral part of our lives. Its genesis can be tracked back thousands of years, from tribal dances across the world that led to the inception of singing, chanting, and drumming. Fast forward a few millennia and we enter a pivotal point in music history, with the invention of the phonograph, a device that for the first time allowed music to be played back and recorded for our enjoyment. Soon after, record stores came into being, followed by vinyls, cassettes, and later CDs. At the dawn of the 21st century, in the digital era of MP3s, internet radio, and streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify, music has never been more accessible. And although discovering new songs can seem like a simple task, listening to the wrong songs can have disastrous consequences. Luckily for you, you clicked on this video, because today you're gonna learn about 4 songs that you should never buy. First on the list, we have the song My Way by Frank Sinatra. Buying or singing this song at a karaoke bar in the Philippines would be a mistake of epic proportions. That's because karaoke bars in this country have one rule that must be followed at all costs. Do not, under any circumstances, sing this song My Way. Doing so can get you killed. The first high-profile incident occurred on May 29, 2007, when a 29-year-old karaoke singer was shot dead as he sang the tune. According to reports, the karaoke bar security guard complained that the young man's rendition was off-key, and when the victim refused to stop singing, the guard pulled out a .38 caliber pistol and shot the man dead. At least 6 deaths and countless fights have been reported in the past few years alone. In the Philippines, no other songs incite such violence, and nobody really knows what causes the phenomenon. Some think it's the arrogant nature of the lyrics, while others believe it's just bad singing. No matter the culprit, we don't recommend singing My Way when you visit. Up next, we have the song Exit by U2. U2's song Exit tells the dark tale of a religious fanatic turned murderer, and the song is understandably a bit heavy. But it got even heavier on July 18, 1989, when a madman was convinced the song ordered him to commit murder. A deranged man named Robert Burdo, obsessed with actress Rebecca Schaeffer, stalked her for 3 years before brutally murdering her inside of her apartment building. Getting her home address from a detective agency, Bardo finally gathered enough courage and showed up at her apartment. When the unexpecting Schaeffer opened the door, he produced a 9mm handgun, shooting her once in the chest, killing her instantly. Bardo was later arrested in Tucson, Arizona, where he was observed walking aimlessly in traffic. Later in court, Bardo claimed the lyrics from the song Exit had inspired him to commit the savage point-blank shooting. When the song played in the courtroom, a normally emotionless Bardo disturbingly lit up, bobbing his head to the music. Luckily, the senseless tragedy wasn't pinned on the band, and Bardo was convicted of first-degree murder. He remains in prison to this day. Up next, we have Helter Skelter by the Beatles. The Beatles' 1968 song Helter Skelter is a nice little tune about an amusement park ride of the same name. But on August 9, 1969, a madman and his brainwashed followers would make this song tantamount with the object of evil. His name was Charles Manson. Manson was convinced that the British musicians were actually angels, and that they were secretly communicating with them through their music. He and his cult were under the delusion that Helter Skelter was a prophecy of an apocalyptic race war, in which Manson and his followers were destined to start. Believing that a high-profile mass murder would be a great signal for the Earth to get its war on, they loaded their van and headed up to the Hollywood Hills. The first of 2 brutal mass killings occurred on August 8, 1969. 3 of Manson's followers, 1 man and 2 women, broke into the home of movie star actress Sharon Tate and proceeded to, quote, totally destroy everyone in it as gruesomely as possible, as instructed by Manson. In the course of 2 mass murders, 7 people were brutally slaughtered. Manson and his family ended up in jail, and a perfectly good song was ruined. Up next, we have Night Prowler by AC/DC. Buying this song could make you a murderer. Literally. That's because AC/DC's Night Prowler has a habit of inspiring extremely gruesome murders, and was used as inspiration by the notorious psychopathic serial killer Richard Ramirez. During his terrifying 2-year reign, Los Angeles residents were slaughtered in the most horrific ways imaginable after he slipped through their windows at night. At one grisly crime scene, authorities discovered an AC/DC hat that Ramirez had left behind. As it happens, AC/DC's album Highway to Hell includes a sinister-sounding song about creeping around in the dark and climbing through windows, called Night Prowler. The media claimed that Ramirez had been driven to the gruesome murder by the lyrics of this evil rock song. Ramirez was forever known as the Night Stalker, linking the band's work with a psychopath. Well guys, those are 4 songs that you should never buy. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like what you see at the channel, subscribe and put post notifications on. You could also follow the channel on Instagram at Modern Muscle YT. I'm Jeff from Modern Muscle, and I'll see ya next time.